If you need to, that's another thing.
I'm not eating. I'm not eating.
Oh, okay.
But I have to get my dinner ready, but I'm not eating.
Okay. It is Carla of Gigglefest University and Learn English by Speaking English. And my voice is not at its normal ability, but I'm going to do my best. And that's why I have Michael and Oussama here so they can speak for me, because I don't know how much speaking I'm going to be able to do. And like always, we are sponsored by the Institute of Peace, which is an online organization promoting peace with one conversation at a time. And if you've been at this show before, you know we do a lot more than one conversation at a time. Right now, I have two here. Anyway, Michael is from the Netherlands, Oussama is from Sweden, and I'm from the United States, so it's very international just coming in today. And I am going to share out and be a little more quiet today. I guess Michael's busy, so I will start with Oussama. Could you please introduce yourself to everyone?
Sure.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Hello, this is Oussama. I am originally from Syria, and I live now in Sweden. I am a neuro-linguistic programming coach and trainer, NLP for short. I am married. I have two kids. I'm 41 years old. And I'm very happy to be on the show.
And I'm thrilled to have you here. And we have Michael here, who is a riot, and I need that today. So, Michael, can you please introduce yourself?
Of course. My name is Michael Diederich. I'm originally from California, but I've now lived more than half my life in the Netherlands. I'm a jack of all trades. I'm an actor, I'm a singer, dancer, director, writer, translator, choreographer. I'm in a couple of commercials right now. I'm a judge on a TV show panel. I'm an international speaker. And that's how I met Riwan, and by association. Carla?
And I want to say, you named a few things that I didn't even know you did. I didn't know that you were you were judging talent. Is this like for talent the Netherlands, or what is it?
Yeah, it's a show that people in Great Britain would know, and Italy, in Russia, and some of the Eastern European countries. It's called All Together Now. It's a fairly new TV format that's been running now for, I think they just finished their second season in England, and it's pretty popular, but it's much like you've got things like Idols and the voice of wherever. This is a kind of a talent show, but instead of it being about getting a recording contract, it's really about, can you inspire people with music? And what makes the program different from other programs? Instead of having just 3 judges or 4 judges that don't necessarily have anything to do with music, this is a panel of 100 people. We're in a huge wall of people, 6 high and about 12, 13 across, and there are men and women, there are people from all ages, there are composers, there are people in heavy metal, country music, rock and roll, musical. So it's different tastes, different genres, different ages, and you come on and you sing a song for those 100 people. There's 15 people in an episode, and you are judged by them. You get up to a maximum of 100 points, because if you inspire me, like, oh, I love your song, I want to sing along, I push my button and I stand up. And the idea is, can you get 100 people? Can you move these 100 people to stand up and sing along? And last season we did 7 shows, and out of the 7, there was only 4 cases out of 105 people where all 100 people stood up. Sometimes got close. There was a couple of 99s in there as well. And I've kind of made a name for myself in the Netherlands, because I'm pretty much known as the strict judge. I'm the one who causes the 99 sometimes. I'm the guy who sometimes doesn't stand. At first, people thought, oh yeah, he's negative and he's nasty, and Twitter was just terrible to read the first week. And then people started really listening, and it was like, no, he's really looking for the absolute best. And when I don't stand, I can always tell you why I didn't stand, and I'm always very positive in my critique. So it took a week of people listening and going, hey, just because I don't stand doesn't mean I'm not a positive person. I mean, there's people who did stand, and then they're like, oh yeah, but did she have to wear a garbage bag? And I go, that to me is negative. So I became one of the, in Dutch they call it a smaakmaker, one of the flavors of the program. And there's probably 5 or 6 of us that are known as the flavor makers. And it's very, very fun to do, and we're coming back for a 2nd season, so I'm really excited to go back on TV.
So you're almost like a Simon without being a Simon.
There's a couple.
Nice Simon.
No, there's a couple of differences. Number one is I am not nasty. And
now,
number 2,
I have to admit, I've never watched it in the United States.
It's pretty well known in most of these shows with the panel, and Simon's pretty well known for it. He can be very positive, and I found that he's gotten a little bit milder lately, but he's the one who's like, no, that was absolute garbage. You should stop. No, you have no talent.
Really?
You wasted our time. And I would never say anything like that. Second is, I have performed as a singer for years, so I know what it's like to stand on a stage and feel what those people are feeling. And Simon's just a producer, so it's hard for him, I think, to have empathy and be in that position. So I think those are the 2 big differences.
Now I'm saying that from not watching it, just hearing about it. I didn't know he was that nasty.
Yeah, he's definitely the strictest of the judges. And like I said, sometimes, he'll stop someone and it's like, no, this was horrible. And part of the fun of, especially things like X Factor and Idols, I think for so many members of the audience is they show a lot of the bad auditions as well. And then that's when, it's not just about the winners. It's about, how does this person think they possibly can sing? And you can think that, but there's a difference of thinking that and saying it, and also how you say it. You might get Sharon Osbourne who goes, yeah, sweetheart, you got a lot of courage to come here today, but you're never going to have a career in music. So I suggest you find something else you love. And, Simon's like, stop, that was horrible. It sounds like, cows are screaming, and how dare you do that to my ears? So you can say no, but again, using the English language, there's different ways of doing it. And Simon's become popular because of, here's a fun word. Here's an English word via the German language. It's Schadenfreude. You're having enjoyment at someone else's misery.
Yeah, I would not be interested in that at all.
No, I'm not either, but it is definitely one of the things that's made idols popular is watching the people strike out.
Ooh, maybe that's why I've never watched. Now we also have, and Hama, let me allow you to start your camera. We have a linguistic what?
Programming. Neuro-linguistic programming.
And he's also very interesting, and maybe he could discuss a little of that. My voice is kind of losing it today. I'm going to let these two guys do more talking than me. And I'm happy to see everyone. If you find value to the show, please share it out. And maybe introduce neuro-linguistic programming, because that is something Michael would be interested in.
Yeah, that's my first question. It's like, I'd love to know more about you, but people say, well, what do? I'm a lawyer, or I'm a real estate agent. Or I'm a cook. And yeah, then you can go, oh, what kind of cook? But it's not every day that you meet neuro-linguistic planners. So first question is, what do you do?
Yeah, so neuro-linguistic programming is a model of communication and a model of thinking. It can be described in many ways. It's like describing mathematics or physics. So some people define it as the study of the structure of the subjective experience. So we do a lot of studying for the human mind. How do we think? How do we think? How do we feel? And how do we generate behaviors? And why do we do that the way we do it? I am a life coach, essentially, and I've been working in Sweden for like 5 years as an integration coach, which means that I explain and I help people coming from other countries into Sweden to integrate in the Swedish society and the labor market. So I help them find jobs. I try to add what's missing for them. And of course, using NLP or neuro-linguistic programming is such an amazing tool for me to communicate better with people, to understand them better, and to help them set up their goals, essentially, and go from there. So NLP, it has a lot to do with the thinking patterns, behaving patterns, and feelings, and how do they work together, the combination of thinking and feeling in order to generate the behaviors that we do every day. So it's a very interesting science and art that I've been studying since 2010 now, almost a decade.
Okay.
So I'm pretty much fascinated about it, and it's a pleasure being able to use it each and every day, basically, in all of my relationships with my family, with my friends. I try to inspire people, everybody who is around me, to raise their consciousness about these things. How do we think? Which things that we focus on every day? How do we handle unconscious behavior, conscious behavior? What are the differences between them, and how can we simply understand that more to have a better prospect about our future?
Okay. I want more of a discussion on this, but I also want to mention, someone just wrote in the chat, how do I join this? All you need to do is have the Zoom application on your phone or your computer or any mobile device and click on the link for Giggle Fest University. And when you click on it, you'll get the Zoom link and you can easily join the conversation. It's not very difficult. I just answered it for you again in the chat. Wahab Ali, but you're more than welcome to come anyone. Okay. Michael, is that clear to you? Or do you have some questions for Oussama?
I'm sorry?
Is that a good explanation for you? Do you have any questions for Oussama?
It's one of those answers where on the one side I go, okay, now I get it. On the other side, then you go, I still have no idea what you're talking about. But that makes perfect sense because when you're talking about something, it's just like talking about mathematics as well. You almost have to go too deep to get it. But when you talk about changing people's behavior patterns and helping them communicate and making a difference between subconscious and unconscious, then I go, oh, well, we have very much in common because as a coach myself, mostly for helping people with public speaking, it's pretty much the exact same factors. And I try and take people out of their own heads that instead of seeing public speaking as all of these different elements, is that I break it down. It's really about three things. If you look at it from the audience's point of view, because they're who you're speaking to, they're going to react in three ways. They're going to react to what they hear, they're going to react to what they see, and they're going to react to what they feel. And if you break down public speaking, that's all it is. What are the words that they're hearing? What's the body language and the PowerPoint presentation even that's giving them that visual element? And what are they feeling from, oh, wow, I'm inspired, to, oh, this is really boring. It could be, the whole gambit, and, understanding how you stand and speak at certain tempos and how you move on stage can affect how an audience perceives you. I have speakers who are deathly afraid of being on stage, but you wouldn't know it to look at them because that's not acting, but they're conscious of what's my body saying. Yeah. So I think there's some overlap of what we're talking about, but I think yours is a little bit more in depth and probably can help a little bit more also with one-on-one conversations and family matters. So like I said, I get it, but at the same time you go, how do you approach that? And that you could fill a college course with that, of course. So.
Yeah, man. I mean, I totally agree with what you said. If you work with people, if you coach them to public speaking, well, public speaking is possibly the worst or the most spread fear among all human beings. People are so afraid of speaking publicly, and yes, we did have training for that also. I can generally say that we take communication and thinking patterns in a more technical way, just like exactly what you said. We go that more into depth. We study what is communication, how does it work, how our thoughts affect our communication, and of course, as you said, the body language thing is very, very important because the visual channel is simply the most important channel for communication. It takes almost 55% of the communication. So body language is absolutely very important, and of course, when you're speaking in public, that's even more important because your body language is being seen by a number of people, and there will be unconsciously and consciously reacting to your body language, and this will be it will continue to be like a feedback loop. You'll be talking, you'll be giving your unconscious signals and unconscious messages to them, and their unconscious also will be receiving that, and they will be reacting accordingly.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, I totally understand and I absolutely agree with what you said. We of course in NLP we take that even more into depth. We study communication, we study thinking patterns. How do people think? How does that affect their feelings, and how do they generate behaviors based on what they think and what they feel? So yeah, I can go on for weeks, talking about NLP, and it won't be it won't
Yeah.
end, because it's a large subject also, of course.
Yeah, it's so interesting to me. Two things that you said that resonated with me is number one, I always like, everyone's got their own statistic when it comes to body language. I always like to hear what those statistics are, depending on who you talk to. So in my course, I don't like to pin it down or have an opinion, but I say pretty much any expert will tell you that more than half of our communication is through body language, anywhere from 50 to 90%, I like to say, because there's different studies and different ways of analyzing it. So I never like to pin it down. So I'm always interested when someone dares to put a number on it. So it's like, okay, we got a 55 in there, which is a little bit on the lower end, but it's still
that is
above the half. So yeah.
Absolutely. No, I totally agree with that. And of course, it's not a pinned number, because people are different and people receive differently. Some people that we call visual people would be higher, would be like, just like you said, maybe 85 to 90% of their communication is visual.
Right.
That's totally normal. There are people who are much more auditory than visual. So they would be also very, very very sensitive to voice tone, and there are people who are mainly interested in information, so which they are maybe the rarest people around, because that's highly conscious. You need a high degree of consciousness in order to be able to if I may say, not being fooled by body language and voice tone, because that's a very, very powerful tool. Body language, as you said, you might not see that the person is actually afraid of being in public, speaking in public, but if they have good control on their body language, they will not let it out. So that's
still be afraid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I love that you spoke about that as well. So the second point I wanted to make had to do with the fact that Psychology Today did a study early on this year, which I enjoyed as well, because people also like to, throw around the statistic that, the fear of public speaking is the number one fear. And I think Psychology Today did something really interesting this year, because they, along with many institutions, were one of the people that were saying that. So, but this year they changed their tone a little bit, which I thought was interesting, because the number one fear they're now calling, not the fear of public speaking, but they called it social phobias. So they were talking about, being embarrassed, or, looking stupid, or, being the unwanted center of attention, or feeling like a failure. And I went, yeah, but when I look at why people are afraid of public speaking, it's really all four of those reasons. So it still feeds into each other, but it's that idea of, when you're afraid of flying, I can tell you that flying is the safest form of travel, but I still can't guarantee that the plane won't crash. I can statistically tell you it probably won't. And that might not alleviate your fear, but you actually, I can say, of course, you maybe not, it's not unfounded, but statistically you go, it probably won't happen, but I can understand your fear, because so many of those fears are linked with mortality, burning to death or drowning, these terrible things. But you go, the fear of public speaking, I go, what's the worst that can happen to you? I always like to ask my students that, like, what's the worst that can happen to you? And one of them said, well, the beamer on the ceiling might fall on your head. And I go, well, that could happen whether you were speaking or not. So it's still, it's really just
Exactly.
embarrassment and failure and looking stupid, and it all feeds into that. These are just basic human fears, whether you're speaking in public or not. So that's why it's so interesting to me.
And with that, let's go to some of the participants, and you guys can talk to them. I have Oussama here, who is from Rawalpindi, and I would like her to introduce.
Hello,
Hello,
how are you?
Oussama.
Hi,
Hello,
Asma.
how are you?
Hi. I am fine. Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Elias.
Okay. And where are you from?
I live in Pakistan and district Bhavalpur.
Okay. And what do you do there? Are you a student? Are you working? Remember, there are people here
You
who
are,
have
you
never.
are student.
What do you do?
You are student.
Okay. What are you studying?
I study in FSC, medical.
Medical.
Okay. Do you want to speak with her, Michael or Oussama?
So I'm sorry, Asma, you said medical, right?
Yes,
Medical. Are you planning on becoming a doctor, or what do you want to do with your medical study?
doctor means nursing. Join.
Nursing. Nursing, yes?
Yes,
Yeah, I mean, I know that it's funny that you said that, because the doctor is important, but when it comes to, being in a hospital and being cared for, the doctor comes in and tells you what's happening and then goes away, and he comes with your test results, and when you're under anesthesia, he does the operation, but it's the nurses who care for you. So I think that nurses are even more important than doctors. I mean, of course you have to have doctors, but your experience, especially in a hospital, is defined by the nurses. So some people go, oh, you're studying medicine, but you only want to be a nurse. And I go, you have no idea what you're talking about, because being a nurse, I think in the long run, is probably a lot harder than being a doctor, because you need so many more skills. So Asma, I admire you for wanting to be a nurse.
yes.
So do I. I could never do it, although I wanted to be one when I was a young girl in elementary school.
I can agree more. Asma, how many years do you have to study to be a nurse?
Yes,
How many years? Is it 2 years, 3 years? How many?
2 years. 2
2
years.
years. All right. Good luck with that. And are you in the first year or second?
Second year.
Second year. Good. So you're close to graduation. You're becoming soon a nurse.
Thank you.
Great. Good luck.
I cannot understanding you and I cannot speak English, but I want to speak in English because I interest English and inshallah slow I learn the English.
And
Yeah,
your
great.
English is getting better every time you come, Asma. Don't say you cannot, because you can. There's a point when you tell someone that you cannot, you're telling yourself you cannot do it. Always tell yourself you can. Michael's really good at teaching that.
Okay.
But I see an improvement in your English just in the few days you come to the show.
Okay.
Did you understand what I said to you?
Who?
Did you understand what I said to you?
Yes.
Tell me what I told you.
Okay.
Can you tell me what I told you?
Yes.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Okay.
Can you help Oussama or Michael? Help
Yeah.
her.
Sure. So Carla was asking you to rephrase what she said, which means that if you can tell her again what she told you, so that you can, use your English a little bit also. I'm sorry. I know I sometimes speak fast. I'm sorry for that. Can you say again what she told you? What Carla was saying to you? Like, why don't you try saying, instead of saying, I can't speak English, say, well, I can speak English a little bit, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a difference, there's a difference between saying I can't speak English or saying I can speak English a little bit. The thing is different because you allow yourself to develop faster. You become better at English faster. Don't tell yourself I can't. That's not good. Yeah, always say I can, because that's the truth. You always can. But it takes time, just like everything else. Everything takes time. So just give yourself time. All right?
Right.
Do you understand what Oussama just told you? Michael, do
Maybe a
you
little.
want to try? Oh. Let me unmute you again. You're unmuted. You're
Okay.
fine now.
So, Oussama, you said I don't speak English, correct? That's what you said, yes?
Yes.
And let me tell you, there were 3 or 4 people in the chat on Facebook saying, Asma can speak English. You are doing very well. It's not only me. There's people I don't know and I haven't met saying you can speak English. Okay, Michael, I'm going to be quiet now.
Let me try. So, Asma, you said
Yes.
you don't speak. You said I don't speak English. Yes, that's what you said. You said I don't speak English. Correct?
Correct.
What language did you tell me that in?
Language in
What
Urdu.
language in English? Yes.
Yes.
So you at least speak a little bit. Yes.
Yes.
You said, my name is Oussama. I want to be a nurse. So, do you speak perfect English? No. Do you speak a little English? Yes. But don't say, I don't speak English, because you are on your way.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Great.
And you are speaking English in front of many, many people. And everyone is saying Asma can speak English.
Okay.
Everything is relative.
Yeah.
You are doing a very good job. What did you do today? I need to stop talking, but Asma,
Yeah.
what did you do today?
What?
What did you do today?
I did. I am confused.
Did you go to school today?
I go to college.
To college today.
Yes.
Yes. And did you eat today?
Yes.
What did you eat?
What do you eat?
Yeah, what did you eat? What did you have to eat?
Rice.
Rice?
Yes.
See, and that's a start.
Yes. Yes. Start.
So the best way to improve your English is to keep trying. Don't give up.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes. Inshallah, slow, I learn the English. Please help me.
Well, just by being here, we're helping you. So come to the show, listen, talk, and you will improve. You will get
Okay.
better. Yes?
Yes.
Thank you, Oussama. Thank you.
Thank
Welcome.
you, Asma, for coming today. And you spoke more today than you have ever spoken. I'm very proud of you.
Okay.
Good job.
Thank you.
You're
welcome.
Be happy.
Yeah, very.
It's a little hard doing the show today, but I'm doing it anyway.
All righty. Who are we going to talk to next? I see.
You know what? I'm not sure.
Akmal seems to be here from the very start.
Who? Hasher Ali?
No, on my first screen, I see Akmal, and he's been here from the beginning.
Okay, and we have repeaters, so that's okay. I'm just taking new people or people who are a little scared first. Akmal, introduce yourself, please.
Firstly, how are you all? I hope so. You all are doing great and looking fresh, very fresh. And I listen Oussama sir and Michael sir, related public speaking and personal speaking, and I learn a lot from you people. I am Akmal, 26-year-old guy from Pakistan, from Rawalpindi city. and I did master in business administration, and I do next MPhil in business administration, master in science means business administration. It's 2-year program. Previous I did 2 years master, and then I do next 2 years master, and after that I go for PhD in marketing. It's hard for me because it's very difficult. It's all about research. You write your own words, or I learned even English a lot from Carla, and I can do English speaking, and I try my best to speak at best pace. And I also teach in academy, Cambridge Academy. It's also near to my house in Rawalpindi city. I teach mathematics. I teach up to graduation level, and I feel very happy to deliver my knowledge, what I learned in my future, in my past, and what I learned in future, and deliver to students. I have a great learning attitude, and I overcome my fear every day, and I learn a lot from different people, different backgrounds, and I also learn a lot here speaking English. It takes time, as earlier said by Michael sir, but it is not difficult path. We all can do, like Asma can do, Nazish can do, everybody can do. Just take practice. That's all about me, a little bit introduction.
Yes.
And from Carla's side,
You do not need to tell us that you are making an introduction because you have already done it. Michael, you wanted to say something.
Oh no, I know, I enjoyed that. Akmal, you actually speak very good English. I hear you've got a nice vocabulary. Tell me again, before I say something, where are you from?
I'm from Pakistan, Rawalpindi city.
Oh, wonderful. So as I said at the beginning of the program, I do a lot of coaching for public speaking, and I travel all around the world, and I see that most people who want to speak internationally speak English because you will reach your largest audiences that way. And one of the things I've noticed about people from Pakistan and India, but also from the Mediterranean countries like Italy and Greece and Spain and France, that area, and Pakistan and India, they all speak in their native languages quite quickly. And then when they speak English, they also speak quickly. And for even a native English speaker like myself, even though I can tell you speak great English, sometimes when we speak too fast with an accent, it's especially, I've seen a lot of the world, but many Americans have never spoken to someone with a Pakistani accent before. So my advice to you would be just to slow down when you speak, to make sure that your message is coming across. Because I understood like 85–90% of what you said, but sometimes it just went too fast. And when our desire is to communicate, no one cares if you slow down to make sure you're understood. So that would be my advice, because I can hear you've got a good vocabulary, you've got a good education, you know what you want to say, but then, we speed through it, we go very, very fast, and then you lose me. So just slow down a little bit, and people will respond better to you as well, and will understand what you're saying better. A big piece of advice to anyone who naturally speaks fast.
And Michael, one of the reasons that they speak fast in English is that they're nervous.
Mm-hmm.
And they do it in order to say, oh, I can get it out, and the quicker I get it out, they'll understand. And it really is the slower you get it out, we understand. It's
many people also, they want to speak at the speed of a native English speaker. So there are even people who aren't nervous and they go, oh, if I talk faster, I'll sound like a native English speaker. And I go, no, when you talk faster, I understand even less of what you're saying. So take your time, get your message across, because you've got great English skills, I can tell already, but just slow it down a bit. Don't be nervous. So tell me real quick, one more time, what is it I hear you have got a Master of Business degree, but what you drove a bus, I think you said as well, but what else do you do for work? You said something at the beginning.
Yes, I did Master in Business Administration, specialization in marketing.
What?
Slowly, he's talking fast again.
Oh,
Okay.
Sorry. I thought this was better, and I understood you more this time. But maybe even a little bit slower.
I did Master in Business Administration, and my specialization, my field is marketing.
Good. Now this is funny because you started off perfect. I have a Master in Business, and my specialization is marketing. And then at the end of the sentence, you sped up again. I could understand you, but boy, the beginning was crystal clear. So take your time, because when we want to communicate, we were talking earlier about, body language helps and everything. But if we can't understand the words, even though you know the words, if your desire is to share or communicate with someone, then I always say it's your job to make sure it's coming across, if it's asking questions or slowing down. And I think that will really, especially help you, because I can hear that you've got a great vocabulary, but just slow it down.
And also, Akmal, if you do not understand us or someone you are talking to, don't be afraid to say, I do not understand. Can you say it slower?
Okay, I got your point. Yes, go on, please.
It's how we learn to understand each other. Oussama, do you want to say something to him?
Yeah,
Everyone's saying, is it free? Yes, this is completely free.
right. So I wanted to ask Akmal, what is your planning for after you finish your study? What do you want to do with marketing and business administration? Do you have a specific goal? Do you plan on doing something?
Yes, I have planned to go abroad for getting further education because I meet with new cultures and new exposure developing in education field, and I have a great desire to get further education from abroad. If I get a lucky jump, then.
Okay, so you're gonna have to summarize this for me a little bit, because as Michael said, you start off pretty good, and then you go back to your what you're used to is speaking really fast. So I'm sorry, I didn't get the second part of what you said. So can you say that a little bit slower, please?
Yes. I feel like to go abroad for getting higher education. If I get a lucky jump, it's upon luck. If I get I've got admission from any foreign university like Australia, Canada, Norway, any country, and I want to do master degree in same field, and after that I want to serve my Pakistan country people through education, and my vision is serving others, like means who is not have education, means like in Pakistan some people are not affording them. Even in my academy I also help there poor children, like child labor. I also work on child labor because here in Pakistan
you work on what?
In Pakistan, issue of child labor is increases day by day. due to poverty, you can say, because a lot of child labor, children doing works. So I work on that specific in my life after getting higher education.
And how are you going to use marketing in that?
Marketing, yes, marketing in marketing field. If I take it as alternate option. If I mean doing a social marketing, you can say socially aware people and help in that way means doing business or helping people. So in that way I go for.
Okay. Good luck with that.
Thank you so much.
Nice speaking with you, Akmal. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for suggesting me and telling me my mistakes, and I work on that, and I can do everything.
Yes, you can.
You're doing very, very well right now. You slowed down. It's so much easier to understand you.
Thank you so much. I work on that because if you spoke, like Michael sir said, if you spoke too fast, other person can't understand you. Even you know a lot of English, a lot of knowledge, it's useless. I work on that.
Yes, it really makes a big difference.
And there are no mistakes.
Any feedback? Mistakes, any other mistake from Oussama sir?
Yeah, listen to Oussama. Yeah, go ahead, Oussama.
Yeah, Akmal, don't think of it as mistakes. You know, just take the feedback, just like Michael said. Take the feedback and incorporate it in your behavior. Don't say there's a belief that I like very much. It says there is no failure, there's only feedback. You know, so don't think of it as a mistake. Just incorporate what we say, and I mean, be open for possibilities. You're doing a great job. I mean, these are not mistakes.
No.
And I also appreciate you people, and God bless you a lot in this regard. You sharing your knowledge from foreign countries. You share telling us how to speak, communication skills, like Oussama sir and Michael sir. I listened to you at the beginning. It's a huge concept like public speaking and personal speaking, personal communication, because a lot of people feel fear and even have a lot of knowledge because they didn't have confidence on him, and maybe fear, all about fear. So
absolutely.
If we remove our fear, then like me, from if you are asking from me, I struggled for 6 years. Speaking, giving presentation in my university in front of class fellows. I didn't go any public speaking yet, but in future, if I get an opportunity, so I definitely go.
Yeah, you'll do a great job, I'm sure.
Yes.
Akmal, you're doing a great job today. And I'm very proud of you. It takes a lot to come and speak in front of as many people as you do when you come to this show. You're doing it. And as you can see, only a handful of people come because people are afraid. And you're facing the fear and you're coming anyway. And that's really amazing and very, very good.
Thank you so
You're
much.
on Carla's hot seat, my friend.
Being in my hot seat is not very easy, believe me. I've had a lot of people complain about that.
Even experts.
May I ask a question from Sir Michael? What are you preparing today?
What am I preparing for dinner?
Okay.
Yeah, I want to ask that also.
I'm preparing a delicious mozzarella and tomato salad.
Wow,
And
fantastic.
I'm about to cook some onions and potatoes. And then I have some vegetarian cheese schnitzels for tonight that I'm about to cook. And then I have to rush off and rehearse for a show I am directing.
Wow,
So
that's
I
good.
told when Carla said I have no voice, which let's be honest, she's got plenty of voice right now, but it's nice that we could help her out. I said I could come for an hour, but at the meantime, to make sure that I'm on time, I had to prepare my dinner. So I'm gonna pack everything and then go to rehearsal and eat and help other people now.
Best of luck.
Michael, thank you so much for coming today.
My pleasure.
I'm making myself talk, but earlier this morning I could barely talk. Oussama knows because I spoke to him this morning.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're getting better, and you're in good hands with Oussama. He can handle it. Thank you for speaking, Akmal, and also speaking to Asma, who's now gone. Thanks, Carla and Oussama, and I hope to see you again sometime.
Great to meet you,
sure
Michael.
You will, because you are coming back. I'll have you back.
Pleasure to meet you, Michael.
Now, Michael? Yeah, I think I should. Okay, Akmal, we're going to move on.
Okay,
And
go.
I'm going to go to the new person and then back to you, Mupshare. You understand why. I see you got here, Wahab Ali. What do you want me to call you? Say hello. Don't touch anything.
Hello, Clara. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, hi everyone. Hi, Oussama. Hi, Akmal.
Hey, Wahab. How are you?
Thank you so much. Me fine, thank you. What about you?
I'm very good. Very nice to meet you.
Thank you
Can
so
you
much.
introduce yourself? I have never met you before.
My name is Wahab Ali, and I come from Pakistan city, Gujranwala.
Where is that?
Sorry?
Where is your city? Is it in the north or
I am studying a MBA marketing.
Ah.
Master of Business Administration.
So you're a student?
No, I complete my MBA. Now I am doing a business.
What business are you doing?
I am doing a business with e-commerce platform like Daraz.pk, like GoTo. These are websites like Amazon, Alibaba. These types of small websites on national levels. I am doing business with them.
And how is it going?
Sorry?
How is it going? Are you doing well with it?
It is going very well.
Very good. Can you tell us a little about what you are selling? Do you have
I am selling their appliances products and plastic furniture products like evaporative air cooler, instant geyser, washing machine, like juicer, iron, and you must say that other sides of you can selling.
Okay. I have a question for you because I'm having trouble understanding you. Can you speak a little slower?
Sorry, what you say?
Will you speak a little slower?
You not hear me clearly?
Oussama, can you help me, please? And
yeah, Wahab.
Does he have children?
Yes.
Because he should get into a room where it's quiet so we can hear him better. Help me
I,
explain that to him, please.
Yeah.
Clara,
Hey, Wahab.
yes, I'm Oussama.
Did you
I
hear
can't
what
hear
Carla said?
what she said.
Yeah, she said that if it's possible that you go to a quieter place because we're having difficulties hearing you.
Okay, I change my place. Okay, just a moment.
Thank you.
We'll come back to him and we'll say hello to this other guy who I've never met too. Wait a minute. Okay,
Now you can.
that is better. Can you please, my voice is, throat is hurting now. Can you talk a little?
Yeah, it's okay. Sure. Yeah, so Wahab, can you tell us once more what do you do? What is your business? And try
I am
to talk slower.
Okay, I am doing business with e-commerce platforms like
Okay.
you may say that is like Amazon, Alibaba, and major eBay. These types
Great.
of websites, these type of websites which are working in Pakistan, like Daraz.pk, like Go to Home Shopping, iShopping. These types of website I am working with them to
And
selling my products.
you sell home appliances in Pakistan?
Yes, home appliances and plastic furniture also.
And you sell that online?
Yes, online.
Okay, that's very interesting. Is it very popular that people buy stuff online in Pakistan?
Yes, it is not popular before, but now it is popular. The facility which provides these websites, that facility did not provide a physical dealer.
Okay.
As you know, Sama, when you buy any product from dealer, after when you purchase the product from dealer to get it homes, after that dealer is not responsible for your products. He said
All right.
when you claim my product is not working properly, the dealer said you can call the company contact numbers, not me. He's free. When you sell it, he's free. But in online websites, they are providing 7 days return policy. If you buy
Okay.
something, if you buy something from Daraz, when you use that product, if you're not comfortable with that product, you can return it within 7 days.
That is very good. And do you
Yes.
have a guarantee for your products?
Yes, I provide the all which products I'm selling. I provide the all products guarantee. I am working with major brands. I am dealing with major brands like
Okay.
Boss, Super Asia. These both brands are major brands in Pakistan.
And you studied also marketing, you said?
No, I am not selling in market. Not selling it physically.
I meant, did you study marketing? As I
Yes,
understand.
I am studying marketing.
Okay.
Business administration.
You are studying now, or did you finish?
No, I am finished my study. Now I am also working another project. Another project. I am developing my own websites with the name of Chill Karo.
Okay, great. Good luck with that.
Thank you, Attar.
So do you use the English language in your business a lot, or is it mainly is it Urdu your language?
Yes, Urdu is Urdu language mostly used but in my plans, in my future plans, I am trying to export my city products with the other countries.
Okay.
Because I am living in manufacturing city here in Gujranwala, all the products is manufactured here. Everything is manufactured here, but people are not well educated who are trying to export their products in other countries.
What's the name of your city again?
Gujranwala.
Gujranwala. Is that in the north part or south part of Pakistan?
It's a north. It's north. A north part of Pakistan.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, that's very interesting.
Yes, my city is included in, you may say that, famous with the golden triangle.
Okay.
Golden triangle. Included in the golden triangle, Sialkot, Gujarat, and Gujranwala. These three cities are manufacturing outclass products in whole Pakistan.
What kind of products you said?
It's manufacturing knives, non-stick pots,
Okay.
yes, washing machine, everything. You may say that all these products is manufacturing, appliances products, knife products, your kitchen products, all is manufacturing here. Your fans, your washing machines, you must say that roundabout all products is manufacturing here.
Okay. That's very interesting. And
Yes.
do you contact manufacturers directly?
Yes, I am contact with the contact of manufacturer directly.
Great. That's very good. And do you think that you want to expand your business to other countries?
Yes, inshallah, I am expand my business to other countries.
That's great. So you're the next you're the next Amazon maybe.
Yes, inshallah, inshallah.
Inshallah. Great talking to you, Wahab.
Thank you, Tabay. Me also happy to see you.
Absolutely. Do you have any questions for me?
I don't know everyone's about what you are doing, what you Clara doing, and what you are doing. But I listen what Akmal says. I listen Akmal talk what he is doing, and Asma what she is doing. But I didn't know about both of you, Clara and Oussama.
Yeah, well, I work as a trainer and life coach of communication and something called NLP, which is a science about communication and thinking. How people think, and well, you can say I'm a communication expert if I dare to say that about myself.
Good, very good, very nice to listen.
So if you you're into marketing, so that must be a lot about communication as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Are you Pakistani?
No, I'm originally from Syria.
Syria, but you are looking as like a Pakistani.
Yeah, we're not so much distant. We're close. I'm from the Middle East, and you're not far away from the Middle East.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, great talking to you, Wahab.
Thank you.
And will you come back and speak with us again, Wahab?
Yes.
Great. We'll see you again then.
Inshallah. Yes, I am regularly come this workshop regularly. I see first time your notification, and I want to improve my English skills and my communication skills, because my future plan is to export my city products to another countries. I make sure on daily basis I join this workshop.
Where did you find the show?
I find show from Rehan Allahwala. His notification come to my Facebook, then I join this.
Okay, that's good. He's a good person.
Thank you.
Okay, I want to move on because my voice really isn't at its best and I need to move, but are you okay? You can come back again and speak. Okay? Wahab Ali, you can come back again.
What you said, I can't listen.
Carla was asking you if you are coming back to the show again.
Yes, inshallah.
Great.
I am regularly coming this show.
We'll see you soon then.
Inshallah.
Okay, and with that, I'm going to mute you. You should stay and listen. I'm going to ask you to start because I'm beginning to cough a lot, and that makes it really difficult. Hi,
That's okay.
Ahmed. Ahmed, are you there? Say hello. Ahmed, say hello or I'm going to just go past you.
If there's an Ahmed in the house.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I can see Huma, I think. I don't know if I said that right.
Uma just left again.
Okay. We do have an Ahmad. Ahmad, what's up? Do you hear me? Ahmad, I think he's muted, Carla.
No, he's
not.
He's having a microphone problem. I can't do anything about it. I can't mute him.
Okay, so if you hear us, Ahmad, I think he hears us, but we can't hear you, Ahmad. Check out your microphone.
Ahmed, we can't hear you. Take out your earbuds. That's the problem. If you can get him to take them out and disconnect them, we'd hear him better. We'd be able to hear him.
Did you hear Carla, Ahmad? Try unplugging your earphones.
He's not listening. If he's going to read what I write, we can talk to him. Otherwise, we're just going to move on. Because.
Yeah, okay.
Ahmed, unplug your earphones. Take it out of your computer. Fine. He's not listening. Take out and unplug them. Try telling him. I'm going to have to.
Ahmad, if you hear me, if you can hear me, unplug your earphones.
I'm sorry.
Ahmad left the building.
No, I just sent him away because we can't do anything with him. Okay, Fahim, please talk to Oussama because I'm beginning to cough and it's becoming very difficult for me.
Hi, Fahim.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you all?
We can barely hear you. You need to speak a little louder.
Hello, Carla. How are you?
We can barely hear you. Oussama, tell him, please.
Hi, Fahim. Can you speak a little bit higher or louder? Yeah, can you speak louder or come closer to the microphone, maybe?
I'm close. I'm pretty much close with my phone microphone. You know.
Yeah, I can hear you, but maybe Carla has. Yeah, maybe she's not hearing you properly.
Hi, Carla. Can you hear me now?
Now I can, but talk. My voice is going. I don't want to be coughing.
Take some green tea. You know, with the lemon. It should. You know, it helps you. You know, a lot with your throat.
I don't have any now, but I may buy some later.
Come to visit my city. You know, Chicago. I will help.
Can you hear him easily? I can't.
Not easily, no. Fahim, maybe the connection is really breaking at your end.
To be honest,
He
I'm
is in
sitting in the basement,
Chicago.
you know. So
You're breaking.
I'm
You're
sitting
breaking a lot, Fahim.
in my house basement. Maybe you don't hear me
Fahim, we
that
can't
clear.
hear you well. I'm sorry. I'm going to need to mute you. I hate to do it. And you need to be wearing better clothing. You're halfway undressed. So can you put on a shirt, please? Okay, Mubsher. You're unmuted now.
Hi, Mubashar.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Did I pronounce your name correctly? It's Mubshar?
Yes, Mubashir. Actually,
Mubashir,
the
okay.
actual pronunciation is Mubashir, but
Can you
I
please
spell.
introduce yourself?
My name is Mubashir Hussain. I come from Lahore, Pakistan. I have done masters in English literature and Arabic, and I teach college. I am 26 years old. I am married. I have two kids. One is son, and second one is daughter.
All right, Mubashir. Very nice to meet you. So you studied English literature. How was that?
It was good. I accepted it as a challenge
Okay.
because my graduation was in arts subjects, and after that I choose English literature because it's a bit difficult for me, but I accepted it.
Yeah, well, everything seems difficult at first, and then everything just becomes easier and easier, doesn't it?
Yes, yes, sir, sure.
Yeah, and
Uh,
I think you speak excellent English. Do you teach English now, or?
yes, I teach English and I teach inter and graduation classes and under matric classes as well. And
All right,
yes,
great. So that's your job now, or you're a teacher, or uh, do you have other plans, or are you planning on working in something else, or
uh,
you're just a teacher? You're I mean you're a teacher now.
yes, I am teacher now, and I want to be a lecturer in English in future. Uh, and I am preparing for that to become a lecturer in English as well. Uh,
Oh, yeah. So what does a lecturer in English do?
uh, it's basically a teaching, yeah, but then I have to teach in college if I lecturer
Okay,
in,
so
yeah.
you'll be like a professor at the
Yes,
university or the college, and you'll
yes,
have
yes,
lectures in English.
yes, yes,
Well,
definitely,
that's
sure.
great. That's a combination between speaking English and speaking in public.
Yes, communication, yes, is difficult for us, but we are trying to speak, and we are trying to overcome this flaw or shortcomings. Yeah.
Okay. So do you have any questions about communication or about what I do, neuro linguistic programming, or anything else?
Uh, how do we communicate in front of the class or in front of the public regarding communication skills, regarding speaking skills, and how do we overcome when we start speaking and when we start communicate in front of the public, because this is the first time we are talking I am talking to foreigners, and I feel better day by day. And
Yeah, great. I don't know if you were watching the program before when Michael Diederich was talking about that. I was talking to him about that also. Uh, Public speaking, it's really a lot about your own state, and I mean, what do you think and how do you feel as as you're talking to other people? If you are relaxed, if you are balanced when you're standing up and speaking, you're going to do a great job, no matter what you say, because you're relaxed, and you're not afraid, you're not stressed. So a lot of it is really about your actual state, your actual emotional state. So try to focus on that. And you can also start asking yourself, if you have some kind of a fear of public speaking, why am I having this fear? Just like Michael said, what is the worst thing that could happen when you stand up and talk in front of other people? And I don't think it's going to be that that terrific. Um, you have to understand that everybody has their own uh, imperfections, and you're just perfect in the way you are. So standing up and talking in public is no big deal. It's not very different than preparing your lunch. It's a process, and you get better at it every day.
Let me say something. This gentleman has been coming every day for at least a week or two now. He does it every day. He can do it. He just needs to just do it. It's not even, I'm surprised he even asked the question.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm quite sure he'll do a great job, because as I talk to you, you are really you talk slowly. You're sure of what you're saying, and you're not stressed. You have a nice smile on your face. So I don't. I mean, just like Carla said, I don't know what to. I mean, what's stopping you from being a great public speaker?
uh, sir, thanks a lot for appreciating me and helping me. Actually,
Yeah,
I am
sure.
trying, and my big dream is to become a public speaker and a religious speaker. I want to become, because I studied Islamic literature as well, and Hadith and Quran and Hadith, Quran and Pak with translation. I also studied, and my big dream. But when and in class, I try to speak English, and I try to deliver lecture in English, and I try to ask questions in English. Uh, I feel some shortcomings, because actually I started to learn English after completing masters.
Wow,
And
you're 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 doing a great job. I mean, uh, English is not my native language as well, so
yes.
I understand what you're saying. And as I said, don't think about it as as something that you have to um, treat, or just like just like you said, a shortcoming or something. You're doing a great job. The most important thing is, as I said, to be relaxed, to be calm when you talk, and it doesn't really matter how many words you know in English or whatever. The thing is that you just use the words that you know, and I'm sure you know more than enough words in order for you to to deliver very good presentations in English.
Sure. So sure, sir. Thanks a lot, and
Perfect.
thanks for the gift.
You're most welcome.
And okay. And Carla, may you recover soon. I think you are not feeling well today, but I highly appreciate you for continuing the show and come to speak us. May I pray to God for good health and may you recover soon. Now you move on because you are not feeling well and you have to talk new person Ahmed and Ali ji.
Well, Ahmed we can't hear, so I don't. Unless he can talk right now,
Yes,
I'm
sure.
going to remove him. Hello,
So,
Ahmed. Hello, Ahmed. It's the same thing. We've told him what to do and he's not doing it. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
Ahmed, we can't hear you. Do you hear us? If you can hear me, give me a thumb up or wave at me. Can you hear what I say?
I have
Well,
told him more than once that he needs to disconnect his earbuds. He doesn't do it, and I'm sorry, he'll
yeah,
have to come back
I don't
another.
think I don't think he can hear us. I don't know.
Right, he doesn't need the earbuds. I have written it more than once in the chat, and he's not
Okay.
listening. He's not disconnecting.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe he has some kind of technical issue in his
Yeah,
laptop or
I
something.
mean, I'm sorry, but I need to remove him. I don't have the time today, the patience today. I'm sorry. We tried. I tried. I brought him in 3 times and the
Yeah,
same thing happened.
maybe another day.
Right. Not today. Hi, LEG. I wrote you a note in the chat. Did you see it?
Yes, Carla, I see it. First of all, let me say that may Allah bless you and may you recover fast because I just came for the ailment last week, so I can feel your pain. So let me Allah recover you quickly, and you will be fine, inshallah.
Oh, I will be. I'm not even worried. Um, you haven't introduced yourself yet. Please do that.
Well, may peace be on you all. I'm from Karachi, Pakistan. My name is Ali G. Well, my nickname is Ali G. I'm Ali Raza. I work in an agriculture field. I am a viewer, a regular student from this. But it's been today. I just came very late. I thought I missed the class, but thank you, Carla. You just allow me to speak.
Okay. Can you please introduce yourself? Isma, I need you to do it. Please talk to him. I can't do it.
Hi, Ali.
Hi, Usman.
Hi. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I am Ali Raza. Basically, Ali Ji is my nickname. It's my social media network name because
Okay.
I have a Facebook and YouTube channel where I make video about educational. Those all the video I make in Urdu mostly, but a part of joining this show just to be fluent English, and that's what I'm doing. Uh, Other part of what I do, I work in agriculture field. That's for my living. That's for my earning. I live in Karachi, Pakistan. So, Oussama, I'm pronouncing your name right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, let me know about you. This is first time I'm talking to you.
Okay, nice to meet you, Ali.
Thank you.
My name is Oussama, and I am from Syria originally. Now I am living in Sweden since 2012. Um I am a trainer and a coach, a life coach in communication and neuro-linguistic programming, which is a science about communication and about thinking patterns. Um, so very nice to meet you, Ali. So
Thank you.
you're doing also. Do you have videos out on YouTube, as I understand, about education? What do you what kind of videos you do?
Well, whatever the video is in YouTube and Facebook, I upload it. It is all about my passion. I do it for whatever I know. Some people make video just to make money and other things. I do it whatever I have a capacity, potential. I know. I just want to share others. Basically, I started just because I read a lot, read more often, because have uh, I have a feel that everyone should read books or even articles that boost you up to open your mind and take some knowledge. So these knowledge help me a lot in my life. So I mostly do in my channel. It's been 2 months I started just because of Rehan Allahwala. I talked to him. He and some of my friend they were already doing. So he give me a chance and he teach me that you should do it. So I make video of book review, and I love watching cricket, so I share cricket issues, and I also make a educational based video that sometime something error, something going wrong, so we should teach you people. Likewise, you will agree with me because so many people think that government will be changed, that life will be changed when government change, life will be changed when we earn a lot, we grown up a business. I think life will be changed when you yourself is changed, you change your habit, change of your mindset. So that's what I think about it. I do in my video.
That is absolute. I mean, I couldn't agree more. That is absolutely beautiful. Very nice to hear, and very nice to meet you, Ali.
Thank you so much, Mama. And let me know about Sweden because so many Pakistanis are going there. So how's your story? I know about Syria. It's been going very bad. So may Allah bless all. May Allah peace for every nation. So tell me about your experience, how you went there and how you being there, and do you enjoying your life? Are you married? Are you single? So how's going everything?
Ali, you can do
Yeah.
this another time. I really need to get off.
I'm
Ali,
very sorry. I would have loved to, continue talking to you, but it seems that we don't have time now.
Oh,
Maybe
we're
next
yeah.
time.
already over half an hour late, and
Yeah,
I
next time maybe.
I mean, the conversation he was starting would be at least 20 minutes to half an hour, and we can't
Yeah,
do it today.
yeah,
I'm sorry, Ali. But
yeah.
why
Next time.
don't we become friends on Facebook and then you can connect that way?
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
would love to. I would love to do it.
Great.
And if you want, I don't think I can. I was going to say, I may be able to connect you two in a group, and I'll do that.
Great.
Sure. Yeah.
So we'll
Okay?
contact you soon.
Thank you.
I'll
Sir.
do
Thank
it
you.
after the show. I'm sorry, Ellie.
It's okay. It's okay. I know. I'm late today.
You're very late. Anyway, I really need to end the show now. I've stayed much longer than I wanted to because I didn't want to not let anyone talk. The show, I'm not feeling my best, but I wanted to be here for you guys. So what we're going to do is I'll be back tomorrow. Remember, the show is promoting the Institute of Peace, which is an online organization promoting peace in the world with one conversation at a time. And I will be back tomorrow to speak with you in English at 9:30 p.m. Pakistan time, 12:30 p.m. New York time. And with that, let's go out with some laughter, if I can get it.